Recently, President Trump made the announcement that the US will be pulling out the Iranian nuclear deal. While many have been questioning this decision, the goal is quite clear. Iran is the only country in the entire world that could effectively block the Straits of Hormuz. The US is afraid that if Iran gets a nuclear weapon, there will be little anyone could do to stop Iran from endangering 20% of the global oil supply that passes through the Straits of Hormuz. However, the question that is rarely asked is why would Iran want a nuclear weapon in the first place? And that is what I wish to discuss with this video. Let us start with discussing the surrounding region and geopolitics that Iran has to face. Iran is flanked on all sides by nuclear powers. To the north they have Russia, to the east they have India and Pakistan, and to the west they have Israel. This means that Iran is constantly fearful of threats from all sides. Iran's surroundings become even more dangerous when you take into consideration the domestic situation that Iran has to face. Iran is situated in the mountainous area known as Persia. This means that it has always been difficult for Iran to secure its territory. The mountains of Persia also have made the region quite diverse, as no one state has ever been able to fully control the region in its entirety. This can be seen even today, as only 61% of the Iranian population considers themselves to be Persian. In particular, the highest concentration of foreign cultures are in the west, separated by mountains from the Persian population. The mountains separating the Persians from the rest of the minority cultures is a double-edged sword for Iran. While these mountains make Iran extremely well defended against foreign invasions, it also makes it so the Iranian government has no easy way to exert influence over many of the minority cultures in the region. This is especially worrying for Iran since most of the Iranian oil production is concentrated in the non-Persian western section of Iran. This puts Iran in a very insecure position, as all a foreign power will need to do to challenge the Iranian state is to empower some of the minority cultures and watch as Iran crumbles. In fact, the only thing that Iran is united in is Shia Islam, with over 90% of the country identifying as Shia. It is no wonder then why Iran is a theocracy, as religion is the only thing keeping them together. Iran being in such an insecure geopolitical position is what made the development of a nuclear weapons deterrent such an attractive option for the Iranian government. Another option, however, is to keep the country secure through money. This is where the nuclear deal comes in. Although Iran is a very oil-rich country, they were largely unable to sell their oil on the international market. This had to do with the international sanctions put on Iran. When a nuclear agreement was signed in late 2015, Iran looked like it would finally be able to profit off their oil. However, Iran was not capable of making nearly as much money as they were hoping from their oil. This was because oil prices would soon reach the lowest point in almost a decade. This was largely due to Saudi Arabia not agreeing to OPEC quotas and the development of the US shale industry. In 2017, OPEC and several other oil producing states all agreed to cut production. This has led to the current oil prices, which are now at a 4-year high. However, Iran is facing a new wave of sanctions now that the US has stated their intention to leave the nuclear agreement. What this means for the future is uncertain. Many states that have signed the nuclear agreement have stated their intention to stay in it. This means that the politicians in Tehran have a big decision to make. Do they try and trade with the remaining states in a nuclear deal, or do they abandon it to use it as an excuse to develop nuclear weapons? Only time will tell. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for a future video, please leave a comment. My Twitter is abmapens99, and until next time, thanks for watching.